Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
Well, hello and welcome to another EDH episode from the Homebrew Magic Podcast.
Welcome back after our week off.
Welcome back after a short vacay. Chanel, you've won the roll-off. You're going first. Who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Urtet. What are you muttering?
You love that can.
Oh, fair enough. I think Tej left these here because he doesn't like
cans. Oh yeah,
Sweet. Nice cans.
Yes, Tej left me a sour ale, and I built Urtet, remnant of Memnarch. Because the deck name is Ermagerd Murderfax.
Ermagerd Murderfax.
Yeah, it is Mere Tribal. I actually had kind of a Mere Tribal a while ago that was helmed by Kenrith, the Returned King, because I figured he's got all those activated abilities, why not throw all the Mirror in and try and pump it as much mana into him as possible. Eventually that went to a weird 5-color artifact where I just threw expensive stuff out, and because he's the king, it's the, treasury. But this is Mere Tribal. There are not a lot of good Mirror. I'm just going to throw that out there at the beginning of this game before anyone's hopes get up. We will see how this goes. Untap, upkeep, draw into a Seachrome Coast. Pass to Tej.
what up, Hive Mind? It's your boy, Tej. Ooh. Tonight I'm playing.
Why do you point at me?
Finger guns, Tej.
I am not your boy, Tej.
It's your boy. In your face, domestic assault.
Tonight I'm running a brand new deck. I'm excited to play. It's Hidetsugu and Kairi.
Ooh, I love that guy.
Yes, brand new from March of the Machines. 5/4 Ogre Demon Dragon. With flying. When it enters the battlefield, I brainstorm. And when it dies, I exile the top card of my library. And target opponent will lose life equal to that mana value. And if it's an instant or sorcery card, I may cast it without paying its mana cost.
It's a real oofta.
The idea of this deck is to kill that creature as many times as I can and pop off powerful sorceries from the top of my library. So you're going to go really good or really bad. I'm excited to see what happens.
I'm happy for new decks.
Spin that wheel.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I was secretly hoping you'd just skip your turn after your...
Yes, I'm waiting for it. Go ahead, Chris.
Chris, what are you playing?
I'll start with a Morphic Pool. Pass turn.
All right, this is also a new deck. These are commanders I've used before, Krark and Kydele partners. I don't expect this deck to be for this world very long. It's just a stupid machine built around a combo that I found very interesting. But we can get more into the who's it's and what's it's in the post-game interview.
This fucking deck.
Yep. So I will draw for the turn. I will play a Keytree of Triumph tapped and pass to Nelson.
Hello. I'm bringing back a different deck that's already been played because I just wanted to test whether or not Chris wants to be my friend. I brought back Kambal. So I've got like 4 new decks that are each about 80% built. So I need to actually get off my ass.
So you have 0 new decks.
Yes. I am working on 4 new decks, each of which are about 80% done. So I need to get those finished because I'm excited to play them.
Turn the brightness down.
But I brought
Turn down, yeah.
I brought Mr. Kambal back.
Turned it up
So
intentionally because I thought it would be good.
Draw for turn. I will pay 1 mana. I will tap the 1 mana.
Better.
And I will play this land tax.
Ah.
I will pass the turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, drawer. Land for the turn. Seachrome, or not Seachrome Coast, I already did that one. Forest! Forest is the new one here.
Seachrome Forest.
God, I'm paying attention. Into a Metallic Mimic, I'm going to name Mer. So it is a Mer. That doesn't matter once it's on the field anymore. And then my other mirror will enter with +1/+1 counters in addition to any +1/+1 counters they may or may not already be receiving upon entry.
Ponce.
Go ahead.
I will draw.
Yes, better by the way.
Good. Okay.
When the brightness is up, you can't see it on the camera. It's just a white fucking screen.
Gotcha. I'll play an island. And then I will play an Arcane Signet. Pass turn.
I will untap. Draw.
Chanel, I probably should have donated this mat to you.
I should have. Yeah, I should have
You also
brought
have
the.
your own, so
yeah,
it's-
Hinterland Harbor.
I did not plan my playmat.
2 mana. I will cast Krark the Thumbless. He is a 2/2 goblin. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, return that spell to its owner's hand. If you win the flip, copy that spell, and you may choose new targets for the copy. Pass turn.
Yahtzee. Alright, untap. Upkeep. I'm not going to search
Not gonna draw.
at this time. I will draw, turn. I will play swamp.
Alright.
Okay, I only have one play. Because that's it. Droneth Magistrate. 1/3, opponents cannot cast spells from anywhere other than their hands.
I don't like that at all.
Go ahead, Schnell.
I'm playing fair and balanced Magic, so that shouldn't affect me at all. Untap, upkeep, draw. Leading into a training center. I have 3 opponents, so it enters untapped. And we will throw down Urtet.
No, you won't.
What?
Droneth Magistrate.
Damn it, Droneth Magistrate.
It won't affect me at all.
The humble untap.
Fabricate. Search my library for an artifact. Put it in my hand.
That'll work.
Mer Galvanizer. Pass to Tej.
On tap.
Can't
Draw.
cast spells from anywhere other than their hands.
I'll play a Warped Landscape, and then I will kick this Ever-Flowing Chalice 2 times. So it gets 2 charge counters. Pass turn.
You rampant.
Joe's Tumos. I believe.
I will play a Mishra's Factory as my land for the turn, and I will pass.
Alright. Untap. On my upkeep, I am going to use land tax. So, 3 basic land cards.
Can I see a land tax real quick, please?
Yes, sir.
There you are. I'm gonna look at it now too. During your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you may search your library and remove 3 of them. Put them into your hand. Oh yeah, it's old wording.
Yes.
For the record, it is a triggered ability. It begins with at the beginning of your upkeep, which might be important.
Oh. Are you gonna play something that players don't get at the beginning of their upkeep?
Might! New deck!
New deck, no rules.
Alright. That was my upkeep, and then I will draw for the turn. I'm going to play Plains. I'm going to pay.
Oh, you'll pay.
God damn it.
I know, you're a little slow.
I'm going to cast Voice of the Blessed. Whenever I gain life, I put a +1/+1 counter on it. As long as it has 4 or more +1/+1 counters, it has Flying and Vigilance. As long as it has 10 or more counters, it also has Indestructible. It's a 2/2 nothing, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. Alright, with that, I will move to my combat phase. I will attack Tej for 1.
I'll take 1. 39.
I will move to my second main, and then move over to my end step.
Pass phase.
And the pass phase.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for the turn, Island. Let's help everybody out. Genesis Chamber. Whenever a non-token creature enters the Winter's play, if Genesis Chamber is untapped, that creature's controller gets a 2/2 mer.
Thank you.
1, 2, 4, not enough for a Thumb War.
Whenever a non-token.
Yes. Otherwise it'd go infinite.
Anything required,
Go
or
ahead.
anything that has like a colon in magic text is an activated ability, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No reason.
This is a triggered.
Yes.
Pass turn. All I did was draw.
I was gonna say, I didn't even hear that part.
Interesting.
Right. Draw for the turn.
Boop.
I will play Craig Crown Pathway as my land for the turn.
While I was making dinner today, I asked Google to play a Pandora station based on Bo Burnham, and I got to hear the Peaches song from Super Mario just immediately.
Just love it.
Haven't seen the movie. But I appreciate it.
I will cast
good tune.
Set a Sanctuary. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a red or green permanent, draw a card and then discard a card from your hand. If you control a red permanent and a green permanent, instead draw 2 and discard a card.
Nice.
I will pass.
I like the Sanctuary cycle.
Untap. Upkeep. I will
At the beginning of your upkeep. I'm going to cast Commit and put Draneth Magistrate second from the top of your library.
Got him.
Okay. Alright. Like I said, I will not be using land tags. So I'll try
Yeah, not now.
Swamp. Alright. Cast my command. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 and I gain. Move to end step, and we pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Drawer. Land for the turn. Island. We will play Urtet. Genesis Chamber trigger. We get a Myr. Both of those will have +1/+1 counters.
I missed that.
Urtet is whenever I cast a Myr spell, create a Myr token. At the beginning of combat on my turn, untap each Myr I control, and then for Wooburg and tap him, I can put 3 +1/+1 counters on each Myr I control. Activate this only during my turn. Myr turn. Artifact count for 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will blue for a thought cast to draw 2.
You lose 2, I gain 2.
38.
And then Voice of the Blast gets a counter.
Cut you so goddamn bad with Myr. Unfortunately, that is all I got, though, so pass to Teach.
How large is Urtet?
He is a 3/3 currently. Why?
That's a big bitch!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To cast Memory. Each player shuffles his or her hand and graveyard into his or her library and then draws 7 cards.
But
Actually,
No, my commit to memory.
wait, we draw how many?
7.
Okay, good, because I'm you're losing count as I shuffle my hand in.
Suck a dick, Draneth Magistrate.
It's gonna be in this top 7.
I know, right? It's going to be the top card.
It'll be the 8th card, so he'll draw 7 and go, oh, I didn't get it, and then untap, upkeep, draw,
You
bam.
did remove a full combo I had in my hand. I was just waiting.
A Kambal trigger on that cast
Yep.
as well, right?
Yes.
37.
That's correct.
This makes 1/1 Myr.
I thought you said it was 2/2.
You did say 2/2.
What? No, mine are 2/2.
Oh, so you were talking about yours.
Yes, because Metallic Mimic.
1/1. Alrighty. Okay. So let me draw.
Your turn.
I don't know if anything makes 2/2.
I mean, to cut.
There's
might draw a land.
2/1
You want me to
Phyrexian
cut?
Myr
Yes.
from
And it was your
what's his
turn to
nuts.
cut. My game turn is still going.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So then I gain 2 life from that spell, and then Voice of the Blast gets another counter.
Alright. Land for turn will be Drowned Catacomb, which enters untapped because I have a island.
Wow. I think I should like this hand more. Thanks, Deej.
You are welcome.
I mean, I'm pretty okay with this.
And then I will pay
Wheel away!
for Viscera Seer. I get sacrifice a creature to scry 1. Pass turn.
Untap. At the beginning of my upkeep, set a Sanctuary trigger. Draw a card, then discard a card from my
Every time
hand.
you say that, I just think you're pronouncing Sarah Sanctuary like a complete ass.
Set a
Sarah Sanctuary!
In your defense, I do a lot of stuff like an asshole. I'm going to discard Passive Flames. No reason.
Interesting.
I built this deck like an asshole.
Draw for the turn.
Flashback.
untapped unless you control 2 or more. Okay, that works. Rockfall Vale will be my land for the turn. I'll tap 2 mana to cast a Felwar Stone.
Kambal trigger, for those of you keeping score at home, as I'm clicking my tongue like a jackass.
3, 4. And then I will cast Defense of the Heart.
Kambal trigger.
Yep. Then I will pass.
What
what
Voice of the
triggers-
Blessed now has flying and
During my
vigilance.
upkeep, if one of my opponents controls 3 or more creatures,
I mean, I already have
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got
sacrifice Defense of the Heart, search your library for up to 2 creature cards, and put those cards into play. Shuffle your library afterwards.
Alright, untap. Oh, by the way, I don't know if everybody heard, this now has flying and vigilance. Untap, upkeep. I will not be land taxing. Anybody else have any tricks?
Nope.
Upkeep tricks? Alright.
I'm out of mana.
Anyone
Draw
else gonna be a
turn.
bitch?
Anyone else want to slap him in the mouth? Or something? Planes. Soul Warden. Mirror. Mirror. Gain a life from Soul Warden. 2 more. Suture Priest. Another mirror. Gain another life from Soul Warden.
You have more mirror than me.
This
Die.
cannot stand.
Tap 2. Mind
Tell
Crank.
mimics technically a mirror. We're
Whenever
even.
an opponent loses life, that player mills that many cards. Alright, I'm going to move to combat.
Your life leader, get you.
Schnell, 6 in the air at you.
What?
He's a life leader.
Down to 32, and I mill 6 because of mind cranking.
Yep. Oh,
Leadenmer.
ABC, always be cranking.
Lanes. Grinding Station. Blackcleave Cliffs. Door to Nothingness. And a Cascading Catharax. Catharax? I don't know.
Alright,
I don't know what poor vision has to do with mana production.
Can you read Suture
Oh.
Priest again?
I need 2 more counters on this, by the way. You actually take 2 more damage, sorry. Because I didn't get the lifelink triggers.
Shimmermer. Chromatic Lantern.
Suture Priest. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I may gain a life. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you may have that player lose 1 life.
Got it.
Alright, and I know I missed a mirror trigger because this would have created it after it came into play, but that's fine, I missed it. Okay. Second main, I am tapped out, so I'll move to end step and then pass to you.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Thick. Land for the turn. Plains.
Kind of like the art on that place. What set is that from?
Mom.
Yeah,
Pretty spiffy.
Yeah. I like it.
It's not a wheat field. I dig it.
4. 7. Okay. How to best. Cranial plating.
Oh, those 2. I gain 2.
6, 7, and 2. Aethersworn Sphinx. I get a mirror from Genesis Chamber.
Alright, I gain a life from Soul Warden, which puts a counter on Voice of the Blessed. Then I will have you lose 1 life.
Is Genesis Chamber ETB trigger or a cast trigger?
Whenever a non-token creature comes into play.
Okay. Got
So
it.
then you will lose. So this is a non-token creature. So when the mirror comes into play, you can lose another life,
Okay.
and then I'll gain a life.
And I have a Cascade trigger.
Counter.
Broodstar is slightly bigger than this. Is it? No. Yes, it is. Okay. Ugin. You can't be effed. Cascade puts the rest of the bottom random order.
Yes.
Ineffable, not uneffable.
Then
Yes.
you lose 2. Oh wait, God, how much life have you lost? No, it's damage, right? No, it loses life. So you lost 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're gonna mill 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god, those are some big
And then-
hits.
So
Yeah.
I gain 2,
Super thrilled.
and then Voice of the Blessed gets another counter, and now it's indestructible.
Excellent. I'm going to -3 Ugin and destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Defense of the Heart.
No!
That's the one, huh?
Okay. Nelson, you have a big old bitch. Chris, you have a 2-2 as your biggest?
Yep. And smallest. And only.
I'm gonna... fuck it. We'll pass. I'm not gonna pick on you any further, because
That's okay.
Draw.
you're about to combo off anyway. I'd assume.
Land for turn will be
I don't know. To be
Evolving Wilds, which I am going to crack immediately. Yes, so I'll search my library for a basic land and put it on the battlefield tapped.
Back when I used to play Arena in my
And I'll get this swamp.
late game deck, Voice of the Blessed just did fucking work. It's such a cool card. If it can stick around long enough to get counters on it, it's a fun card.
It's currently a 12-12.
It is a 12/12 Flying Vigilance Indestructible.
Neat. Guessing it's going to stick around.
Could be exiled.
It's true. If only someone had a resculpt. Wake up, please.
But Chris just gave one away.
Before we even started, how would you have ever known?
2, 3, 4, 5.
So you played the Evolving Wilds and then cracked it?
Yes.
Okay, out of swamp.
Okay.
I will pay 2 for a Talisman of Dominance.
Okay, you lose 2.
Yep.
I gain 2.
35.
And then it's another
4,
counter.
5, 6. And then I will.
And you build 2, by the way. Sorry. Too many triggers.
Thran Dynamo. Terminal Moraine. And then I will tap my remaining 6 of 7.
Cast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My remaining 5 of 6. To cast Hidetsugu and Kairi.
Lose a life from Suture Priest. Mill 1. I will gain 1 from Soul.
And you get another mirror.
And I get another token from Poison Blessed.
Mirror.
And then you lose another
So
life
the
and
mirror
mill another
enters,
one.
Yeah, lose another life, mill another 1, and then I gain another 1.
Alright.
We have a pretty good alliance going.
We do. I like what you got going on over there.
I have a second mirror. When Hidetsugu and Kairi enter the battlefield, I draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from my hand on the top of my library in any order. Draw 1, draw 2, draw 3. I will put you back and you back. And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Can I cast a spell at the beginning of my upkeep before this will trigger?
No. That will trigger at the beginning of your upkeep. You can cast a spell in response.
In response?
To it. Yep.
Will this, but when this goes on the stack, it will already have seen what I have for permanents, correct?
At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a red or green permanent, draw, so this is a
Does it check when it resolves or when it goes on the stack?
both.
Okay.
So it will only trigger if you control a red or green permanent, but then it will resolve still if you control a red or green permanent.
Yes.
It is an intervening if clause.
Oh, fucking nerds. Okay. I'm going to, at the beginning of my upkeep,
Your mom
This goes on the
intervened on my
stack.
clause.
going to tap a red and a green. Going to cast Artifact Mutation targeting the Mind Crank.
Okay, you
Krark triggers. So lose 2,
Yep.
and you gain 2 just from casting.
And you'll mill 2.
Hold on. You mill 2.
Yep.
I gain
Mystical
life.
Tutor, Blasphemous App.
So then Voice of the Blessed gets another counter.
Okay.
Okay,
I will
now,
roll a die. High, low. High is good for me. Low puts the spell back in my hand. Back in my hand.
Okay, so are you destroying the Mind Crank, or what are you doing to it?
No, it goes
No,
back
it goes
to his
back
hand.
to my hand. It fizzles, basically.
Oh, so nothing happens there.
So nothing happens.
Correct.
All right.
Krark, it's pronounced.
Krark.
Krark red.
No Krark rats.
Not even one letter.
Okay, set of Sanctuary triggers. Draw at the beginning of my upkeep. Discard 1. I will discard Demolition Field. Now I'll draw for the turn. Rootbound Crag will give me a land for the turn. So I will do this then. I will tap 2 mana. I will cast a Simic Signet.
Lose 2.
Yep.
I gain 2.
Mill 2.
Mill 2. And then a counter.
A Forest. Cursed Mirror.
Alright.
I will activate the Signet to make 2 mana. 3/4. I will cast. Fuck! I don't want to cast that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to attempt to cast Artifact Mutation again, targeting the Minecraft.
Okay. Lose 2. Mill
Yep.
2. Gain 2.
Oversimplify Mountain. High-low again.
Hooray!
So it will go. It will actually get doubled. So I will target that, and I will.
So again, what happens to it? Is it
It
destroyed?
just gets destroyed, and I create X sapling tokens equal to its convert mana cost. And can I target the Sphinx as well?
It
Yes.
has flying, so no.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
way up
So I
in
will
the
do
sky.
that as well. So I will get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 saplings.
It had flying, but you can't.
11?
Yes.
So
Thing's a
9.
CMC of 9?
9. It has affinity, which is how I
That's
cast it.
how. Okay, I was like,
without-
oh, shit.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes, 11.
And then lose 11, mill 11. Or no, not milling this time.
You're going to lose 11, and I'm going to gain 11.
Yep. Sounds.
So that puts me at 77. Just going to go like this.
And like this. And then I will pass turn.
Alright, I will untap. I did not adjust your life total, by the way.
I got it.
Upkeep, I will. Sure, no land tax. Somebody have 6 lands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cool.
I do.
All land tax again.
I'm helping.
1, 2, 3.
So far, Urtet's doing what I expected, which is nothing.
Oh, say which is MERS.
Murder.
Which is fuck all.
Cut that. Put these in my hand. Alright, that was my upkeep. Then I will draw for the turn. I'll play Swan.
You have a 17/17 flyer.
Yeah. I have... I'm trying.
Yes.
I effectively have player removal in my hand if my spell resolves, but I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, which player are you removing? Let's talk this out.
The sooner you end the game, the sooner we get to start another one.
That's fair. We'll give it a shot. I mean, we're friends and all, but that's a good point. Soren Markov.
Oof.
Alright. So, I'm gonna plus him. God, who am I most afraid of? Teach is life leader. Teach can do weird stuff with his spells. he's into
weird stuff.
He's into
Do
that weird,
weird
he's into that
shit.
weird shit, and he doesn't have mana available. But no, neither does anyone else.
He has a
I have
mana.
a
available.
mana.
One.
Fuck. What
Mana.
color is it?
Blue black.
Blue or black. Blue or black. Okay.
Those are the best
I'm
colors.
playing a blue and black deck, so I'm locked and loaded.
It's true.
Such a free card.
All right. I'm gonna tick Soren down 3. Tej's life total becomes 10. I'm going to attempt.
Stifle.
Alright. I want you to attempt to make your life total 10.
Your giant flyer is what?
12, 50. It's a 17, 17 vigilant flying indestructible.
Vigilant, flying, indestructible. But that's all.
That's it.
My life total becomes 10.
Okay, I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing the voice of the Blessed Teach and see if he's got a response.
I have a flyer.
That could be a response.
Forgot that guy, your commander flies.
I have a flyer. So I will block.
Alright. Forgot he had a flyer.
Okay.
Okay.
Hidetsugu and Kairi dies. When it dies, I exile the top card of my library.
Shit, I forgot about this.
Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. I have to target.
Come on,
player
CMC
now.
77.
I was just gonna make that stupid comment.
Come on now.
If it's an instant or sorcery card, I may cast it without paying its mana cost.
Path to exile. Oh wait, that's white. You're playing blue black.
Nexus of Fate.
Oh,
Wow.
You take 7.
Okay.
I take an extra turn after this one. And Nexus of Fate gets shuffled into my...
I think I take a turn, right?
because it's your turn now.
Because it's my turn now,
Makes-
so I
that
get the
makes
turn,
sense.
right?
So I get
Is that
fucking
how it is?
skipped.
Okay, so you cast that.
No. It's going to
Hold
be
on.
Nelson, me, you, me.
Yeah, so I get skipped. Nelson, you.
You don't get
Yes.
skipped.
And then-
it's just postponed.
So then on
skipped for a little while is still fucking
that is
skipped.
cast, correct?
That is cast.
Okay, so you lose 2, I gain 2. When I gain 2, I will put another counter on.
That thing doesn't have trample?
No, unfortunately.
What a shitty card.
Yeah, it's a really stupid ass card. I don't even know why it's in here. Okay. That's all I got. Move down a step.
Okay.
Guess we're going to D.
My turn!
Teej's bonus turn that he somehow
I am
earned.
about to get annihilated.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Back in my day, turn order was clockwise, one at a time.
Not
2,
this
3,
shit.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is what I get for time walking 4 times against you in a mystery draft.
Temple of the False God, which is online.
That was a bit brutal.
2,
Oh, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 to spare.
So the card that I swapped in for it, I did draw against Tej, like my second draw.
Nice.
So I would have
would've
drawn,
gotten it again.
and it would have been a dead card because
That's
it's
true,
not
'cause
my.
it wasn't in your
if
opening
it's not in the opening hand, I can't cast it.
It was a good
6,
good swap then.
Yeah.
7. That's going to allow me to cast my commander again.
Okay. When it enters the battlefield, you will lose a life from Suture
I'm
Priest,
getting yep.
and then I will gain a life from Soul Warden. Then you get a mirror, because it's a non-token creature. So when your mirror enters, you'll lose another life.
Yep.
And I will gain another life.
Look at you people playing
So that's
creatures.
gain life twice, so that's 2 more counters on the Voice of the Blessed.
I will brainstorm.
It's a big bitch.
I don't like it,
Oofta doofta.
especially since Chris killed my one flyer. That was my defense.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a lot of saplings.
It was a lot of saplings.
Cost you 11 life to make that choice. Sorry, 9 extra life to make that choice.
That's true. Perhaps short-sighted.
It would have been funnier and more spiteful to pop his Everflowing Chalice for 0 saplings because he has 2 kicker on it, 2 charges.
I had thought about it.
I know what I was going to ask you. Do you happen to have any copies of Shadows of the Empire? I can't find mine for some reason, and it's putting me into a mini panic.
What is that?
Star Wars, Nintendo 64, Dash Rendar.
Alright.
I can
back.
One of the best N64 games from back in the day.
I can check, but I am not certain.
Okay.
Then with my last remaining 4 mana,
Tapping out. You
I
like to see
cast
it.
Nightmare Shepherd.
Oh wait, he's getting another turn for me.
Alright, so when that enters the battlefield, you
Yep.
lose life. I will gain a life.
I get a mirror.
Something real bad's gonna
Another
happen,
life?
by
Lose
the
a
way.
life, and I will gain a life.
What with the Viscera Seer and Nightmare Shepherd?
Two more
shit's gonna get
counters.
done.
Whenever another non-token creature I control dies, I may exile it. If I do, I create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1 and it's a nightmare in addition to its other types.
Thankfully, he's only at 4. That's the only save.
Can you get rid of his flyer?
I have 2 flyers now,
Can you get rid of both of his flyers?
and I will pass the turn.
That's Nightmare Shepherd
To
flies, right?
me?
To Justin.
Yes.
Now.
One
Oh,
tap.
that's right. Fuck. it,
That's
doesn't even go to
right.
you, son of a bitch!
Draw.
Really? Nexus of Fate? Really? That's what we had to get.
We will Thoughtcast a second time this game to draw 2.
And then you lose 2. I gain 2. Another counter on Voice of the Blessed.
I don't like it. I don't like a lot of it.
Listen, anything that I have is going to be directed at that guy right
Oh,
there.
come on. I deserve it.
Fair.
So if you, I'm just saying that I might be able to control him a little bit.
Alright. Land for the team. Land for the turn will be seated.
Land for the team?
Land for the
I
team.
need that.
We will pay 1 because Ugin Ineffable reduces the cost for a Mirror Reservoir. I can add 2 mana to my mana pool, spend this only to cast Mirror spells or activate Mirror abilities.
We're here for your woman,
I will
Reservoir.
gain 2.
I lose 2 from Kambal.
2 from Kambal.
What a bitch.
Counter on Voice of the Blessed.
He has the added I can return target Mirror from my graveyard to my hand.
Kambal's going to fuck me.
Do I want? Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
I'm going to click up Ugin to exile the top card of my library face down and look at it. I create a 2/2 colorless spirit creature token. When that token leaves the battlefield, I may put the exile card in my hand. Okay, so that'll be effectively a 2/2.
So then you lose a life from Suture Priest. I will gain a life from Soul Warden and add another counter to my Voice of the Blessed.
What a beach. We will Palladium Mirror. When that comes into play, Urtet. I'm sorry, when I cast it, I get another Mirror token. And then when it resolves, I get another Mirror token.
Okay, so then you're gonna lose a total of 3.
I'm having, yep.
And then I gain a total of 3. And I get a counter for each one of those instances resolving. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Fucking Kambal. If he could not be a huge goddamn bitch.
Well, that was the Suture Priest all of that time there.
Oh.
Because that's and when creatures enter your battlefield.
No. None of this is helpful or fun. And this doesn't have fly. What makes this bigger?
Every time I gain life, it gets a counter.
Oh, so even if I take that, that won't fucking
Yeah.
help me. What do you kids got?
Stay away. I have an anti-Nelson pick.
No, you're fine. Phyrexian Metamorph is going to come into play as a copy of Hidetsugu and Karina Abdul-Jabbar.
Kairi Abdul-Jabbar.
So,
Brainstorm.
it enters, I draw 3, put 2 cards back.
So then you lose a life from the Suture Priest.
Yeah, will you fucking...
I gain a life.
And then I get another
And then I
Mirror,
get another counter.
and I lose another fucking life.
And then I get another
Okay,
counter.
so
and gain
draw
a
3, 2 back,
I should not have cast this Krark. Krark is effing me.
2 back. Whenever my opponent casts a non-creature spell, I'm your opponent,
Yeah.
but I want to cast more things. Okay, Mox Opal, I'll take 2.
I will gain 2 and then get another counter.
Activate Mox Opal for a mana to cast Mer Galvanizer.
Okay.
So
You will lose a life. And I will gain a life.
I'll lose 3 life.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. 1, 2,
That's that.
3.
2 more counters and 2 more.
Ugh.
91.
This is a Mer too. Okay, we did Mer things.
Yeah, you did. That's a board.
Okay, some of these came into play now. All other Mer get +1/+1 permanently as Merlord. Merlody.
So what? This. I'm trying to think which ones have summoning signals.
Oh, most of them. about half.
Damn near half.
I mean, you're at 91, so unless I'm comboing off, I'm not fucking getting you yet. So, pass to Tej. Tej, get him.
End of your turn.
Shit!
I'm going to sacrifice Hidetsugu and Kairi to Viscera Seer to scry 1. I'm going to leave that card right on fucking top. Actually, the trigger will happen before I scry. So I'm going to sacrifice it.
How do you already know what's on top?
Because I brainstormed.
Oh, that's right. You already screwed.
Brain screwed.
Whenever another non-token creature I control dies, I can exile it, which I will. If I do, I create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 and a nightmare in addition to other types. So I'm going to do the second ability here first before I create a token. I'm going to exile the top card of my library. Nelson is going to lose life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery card, I may cast it without paying its mana cost. Soren's Vengeance. 7 life.
Ironic, because Soren
1,
got
2,
him and
3,
then Soren's
4, 5,
Vengeance.
6, 7. Yep.
I lose 2 because I'm casting it.
Yep. Then I gain 2, and then I get another counter on Voice of the Blessed.
Alright, Soren's Vengeance deals 10 damage to target player, and I gain 10 life.
Okay.
That's you.
So I go down to 76.
And I go up to 12.
Yep. Then you get what, a token copy?
Now I'm going to get
A
a
1/1
a
Hidetsugu.
1/1 of that.
Yep. So
Nightmare
that,
Hidetsugu.
so that.
I'm going to get a Mer and that.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to
This,
use...
oh,
Wait,
this,
that's
is
a token,
this is a
right?
token.
That's a
Yes,
So
I'm
you
gonna
don't get a Mer
So you
off
don't
of
get
it.
the Mer.
Oh,
It's
alright.
Whenever a non-token creature
Got it.
enters,
Thank you.
So
Otherwise,
you lose 1 from the Suture Priest.
I
and
have
gain
infinite
1,
Mer.
And then I get a
Alright.
counter here.
I will brainstorm again. And I want to...
This is such a Tej deck. I love it.
yeah.
It's got all his little smudgy Tej fingerprints all over it.
This is rough. Because I don't want to dick over all my friends, just one of them. I'm going to put...
It in.
it in.
Nelson.
Present it.
You, second from top.
Anybody else feel like it's been 15 minutes since
I'm going
they
to
got-
draw a card, so it actually doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Okay.
You on top.
I got skipped,
Alright.
but at least they came back to me.
There. End of your turn. My turn. Untap.
I did not get skipped. I feel like I got
Yeah.
skipped.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Land for turn will be a command tower. I'm going to cast... I have 11 life. You have Kambal. 1, 2, 3. Two, 3.
I mean, I get it, but Soren's Vengeance feels like an odd choice for that deck. Feels like an odd choice for most decks, but again, I get it with
Yeah.
Hidetsugu and
I'm going to
Kairi,
cast
Abdul,
Quasi-Duplicate. I'm going to create a token that's a copy of target creature I control. Hidetsugu and Kairi.
Alright, on cast, I will gain 2
I will lose 2.
and get a counter here. And
Uh,
then. So, okay, sorry, did the token enter yet?
Token enters.
Okay, so I gain a life from Soul Warden,
Yep,
get another counter, you lose a life from Suture Priest.
that's fine. I'm going to... The token will immediately die, so I'm going to get both triggers. I will do them in order. I will brainstorm first and then cast the top card of my library.
they don't get put on the stack in order.
No,
Okay.
because state-based actions are checked before anything goes on the stack.
Okay.
So I have 2 triggers waiting in the wind. I can stack those however I
However
want.
you want.
Okay. I don't know which zone the wind is, but
That was not in the original Alpha rulebook that I was looking at the other day.
I think that was from L5R.
I'm going to put
Warlord Saga of the Storm. I'm going to stun forward my commander.
these back on top in this order.
Forward.
Then I'm going to reveal the top card in my library, targeting Nelson.
Wow. It's like he knows what it is already.
Nexus of Fate.
Jesus fuck.
You take 7.
Chris, you're getting skipped now.
This is the dumbest game ever. You lose 2.
Yep.
I gain
I just
2.
realized I should have stacked them differently.
This gets a counter. Sorry, dude.
That's okay.
I had no idea. I thought we were all going to get to play Magic tonight.
I had a good run.
For not having had a turn in quite some time, I feel like I'm still affecting the game.
You are. Yeah. And you're gonna fuck me over.
Again,
That's the goal.
you like to build around the
Okay.
most powerful keyword in the game whenever.
I do.
Yeah.
I build whenever tribal.
Yeah. And it works.
Seems to.
I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana.
So at the end of your turn, I get a turn, and then you go again, and then it's Nelson. and
It's Nelson's
then
turn.
back to you.
Alright. First thing I'm going to do at this point.
Should probably just pause here and let everyone at home know Chris is still here.
Yes.
I'm gonna Pongify your commander.
Okay. So on cast, you
Yep.
lose 2. I gain 2.
Back down to 4.
Get a counter on Voice of the Blessed. Kambal goes away.
Yep.
I get a little Monka. Is it a 3/3?
3/3 green up.
3/3.
BAM!
Oh, wow.
I'm prepared.
Enters the battlefield. I gain a life from Soul Warden. It'll put another counter on Voice of the Blessed. It is a token though, so it will not trigger Genesis Chamber.
Correct.
You get one from Suture Priest as well?
Yes I do, that's right. I've been using it against you so much I haven't had a creature in the battlefield in so long I forgot. So another life, another counter. There we go.
Discarding a card. I don't want to do that just yet. You.
I think Mox Opal is half the
You.
value of this deck, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
It is not expensive to collect Murk.
I'm gonna cast Mirage Mockery and create a token that's a copy of target non-artifact creature I control. Hidetsugu and Kairi. Same thing. It will die. I will brainstorm first and then cast the
Okay, so
card that I'm choosing.
when the token enters the battlefield, you lose a life,
Yep.
and I gain a life. That will put a counter here. So now you can resolve its death and all that good stuff.
All right. Brainstorm first.
I'm sorry, do you still have another turn after this?
He does.
I do.
Christ.
Yep.
Okay.
But I'm not gaining life, which is the sad part here.
Sad for whom?
For me. I will put these back.
Remember why they banned Nexus of Fate?
Yep.
I'm going to target you again, Mr. Nelson.
Yep.
Nexus of Fate.
Anamatu's Augury.
Onomatopoeia?
Lose 8
Yes.
life.
Aminatu's Augury is an awesome card. I love that card.
I'm going to exile the top 8 cards of my library. I can put a land card from among them onto the battlefield, and then until end of turn, for each non-land card type, I may cast a card of that type from among the exiled cards without paying the mana cost.
Yeah, it's a fucking awesome card.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will put an island onto the battlefield.
Do you reveal them all?
I exile them, so they will be revealed.
Yes. All will be revealed
I
in
want to
time.
cast you. I want to cast you. I want to cast you. So I'm exiling Esper Panorama, Underground River, Brainstorm, and Zundersplit's Judgment. And until end of turn, I can cast them, so I can cast them in any order. I will start...
Cast them without paying for them, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
I will start by casting Inguruk's Wake to destroy all creatures I don't control and all planeswalkers I don't control.
Okay, so that clears me. When my copy of your commander dies, what happened?
You exile the top card of your library.
Okay.
Target opponent loses life equal to the mana value, but you have to choose a target before that.
Okay, I
And
choose
then-
Teach.
If it's... Oh, you dick.
Nice.
And if it's an instant or sorcery...
Oh no! Oh no!
Hold on.
That's fucking funny.
Hold on.
I did not. What a twist!
Hold on. I think you... Hold on. Because I can respond to the entire ability.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, go ahead. That was what a twist.
Fun fact, I knew that was there.
Yeah, weird. In response
That
to
goes
targeting
my
me
hand.
before that actually gets revealed.
It's the old Nexus of fuck you right there.
Faded Infatuation. Put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of target creature I control. If it's my turn, I scry 2. It is my turn. So I will create the token. If it's my turn, scry 2. Since I'm in the middle of resolving this, I will scry 2 before the token dies. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright.
I don't know, I feel like I said you, and then you had the chance to respond.
Well, yeah, you have to choose the target.
I did.
And then I can respond to the ability.
Alright.
Alright. New token will die. I will brainstorm first. Will I brainstorm first? No, I'm just going to cast what's on top first. And then I will brainstorm after. I'm going to target you again.
So wait, hold on.
Yes.
The brainstorm is the first ability. The second ability is the targeting somebody and doing the thing. Okay,
Yes.
so you're doing that first.
So,
okay,
yes,
all right,
targeting you.
me.
Yes.
Yep.
Revealing Sublime Epiphany.
That's like
So
what,
you lose
8?
6.
6. Okay.
Yep.
66. Oh, that's a counter spell, isn't it?
Choose one or more. One of the modes is counter target activated or triggered ability.
You do seem triggered, yes.
I will not counter a spell. I will counter your Hidetsugu triggered ability.
Okay.
Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Fuck that thing all the way off.
Okay.
Create a token that's a copy of target creature I control. Well, I'm going to choose that one. And target player draws a card. This is a land. So I will choose to draw a card. So, your thing gets countered.
Okay.
You return that to your hand. I create a token of this. Then I draw my card. That happens. I still have the brainstorm from the first token before the second token here is going to die.
He could be lying at this point, and I can't even keep track of it. Like, that's where I'm at with this turn. And you still have another one?
I still have another.
This is the stupidest game of Magic ever.
Alright, that goes back there.
Nexus of Fate can Nexus the fuck off.
Alright, this is the one card I still can cast without paying its mana cost until the end of this first turn. So, token
Which
creates,
we know what it is,
it
because
dies.
it's exiled.
Oh, that's true, it is. It's
Yeah.
a Vizier of Many Faces.
Okay.
Good point.
I did ask that earlier.
Well,
He said all will be revealed,
Oh, I-
and then he
sure.
decided not to.
Not to reveal.
you were correct. It was going to get revealed eventually. Token dies. I'm going to do the second ability again first. So I'm going to exile this, targeting you. It's a Seagate Restoration.
That's 8.
You're going to take 7.
Oh, okay. I know nothing about.
I'm going to draw cards equal to the number of cards in my hand plus 1. I have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game.
Somebody please fucking kill him.
I tried.
I know you did, and I appreciate it. Just
Three,
on principle at this
5,
point, I am no
6,
longer the
7.
arch enemy.
He stifled.
Alright, now I'm going to brainstorm.
Oh, wait. Those aren't actually creatures.
I'm gonna get something to drink. Let me know if anybody else is gonna play this game again.
I'm so aroused. I'm going to put you back.
Couldn't just let me combo. I had to kill that defensive there. This. Okay.
You would have ended the game.
I don't know that. We could have bricked. We could all hit him.
Alright,
Will you be done within the next 35 minutes?
we'll find out. I'm about to do something so stupid
He's
here.
gonna take another fucking turn, isn't he?
Vizier of Many Faces will enter as a copy of that. It will die. I'm going to do the second ability again first. Targeting Nelson. Rite of Replication. You take 4.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Kicker is an additional cost, so
This
even though I'm
was
casting
killed too
out...
by Inguruk's Wake.
It
Yeah,
was.
you're right. It was Planeswalkers. Thank you.
Kicker is an additional cost, so even though I'm casting without paying its mana cost, I can pay additional costs. I will pay 5 to kick Rite of Replication.
That sounds like a stupid rule you made up.
2, 3,
Oh my god, are you getting 10 of those guys?
I'm getting 5.
5.
Oh, 5, yeah. That was
Yes,
So now you're going to have 5 more Brainstorm and Death Triggers.
that is
Yes.
correct.
This game's never going to end.
No,
Oh,
it
maybe
will,
you
it will,
can, maybe
it
you
will,
can kill me, though.
it will end eventually. This is gonna help. All
I
right.
had this thing locked up.
Clearly you
Well
didn't.
done. No, I shouldn't say locked up. I thought I had a good spot.
Brainstorm, the first. 1, 2, 3.
A good rule.
Brainstorm counter up somewhere.
A good rule of thumb is don't let your opponents have their commanders because it's the one guaranteed card they built around usually.
Yep. I tried.
Dranith was a good
My
opening.
Dranith.
These aren't big ones.
Trans got popped.
I will put
It didn't. It's still in there.
you two
It's true,
back.
he got folded.
Yes. Fucker got ducked.
Then I will target you. Reveal C double. I'm going to create a token that's a copy of target creature.
What's the CMC?
4.
Okay. You kicking that again?
Nope.
Just randomly?
Yep.
I can tap all my creatures and replicate it 16 times.
Because it's a new card, it's an instant. The spell can't be copied.
I was going to say, because it's a new
No.
card, I get to do this.
I choose one. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, I can choose both. But one of the modes is copy target spell. But there aren't any spells on the stack for me to copy.
These aren't cards.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Create a token that's a copy of target
I
creature.
have like 10.
Copy target spell. So it has to be a spell on the stack.
Oh,
Yes.
And it can't choose itself.
And it cannot choose itself.
okay.
Dodged a bullet there, I know.
So I'm going to create another token, which will take effect
back
when
up
these
to
are done.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
Second one, brainstorm.
We just need to hit that clump of 15 lands.
There it is.
Yeah, right. Now he's found what he was looking for.
I found one thing I'm looking for. Go away. Nelson targeting you.
Yeah.
Choice of Damnations.
Ooh, I like that card.
That's 6. Target opponent chooses a number. You. I may have that player lose that much life. If I don't, that player sacrifices all but that many permanents.
Fall on the blade. Choose 40.
Should I just end it?
If he targeted me, I would have said 19. I'm just
Should I just
saying.
say fuck it and end this thing?
I would have just made it official.
6.
Sacrifice all but 6. No, I lose 6 life.
You dumb bastard.
You dumb bitch.
Sailboat. Or schooner.
This
is a
token,
sailboat.
brainstorm.
I thought about doing it, but now I'm like, nah, fuck it, make him play it out.
Dies.
You gotta earn this kill.
Targeting you.
Yeah.
Dig through time. That's
Oh,
8.
That's 8. That's 26.
I'm gonna look at the top 7 cards in my library, put 2 of them into my hand, and the rest on the bottom in any order.
Remember when we made the joke about me accidentally killing Chris by 1,000
5,
token card
6,
paper cuts?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm getting it right here. Yep.
He's dealing like 6 points on average.
Yep.
Minimum.
Yep.
That's not what average means, you idiot.
Put those in my hand, these on the bottom in any order. This token. Brainstorm.
Call yourself out. Do something stupid and draw your whole deck.
Alright.
Please.
Game's over.
Nexus of Feed.
No.
You still have a turn on the stack.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna end the game here.
He's like, I don't need it.
I'm gonna target you.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
That has been well established on this 37-minute turn.
Dies. Repay in kind. 7 life.
Yep. Down to 19.
Each player's life total becomes the lowest life total among all players. 3.
That's an extra 16.
This brainstorm. Draw 1, draw 2, draw 3.
Had he not been able to counter a triggered ability.
Yeah.
I know.
That stupid Sublime Epiphany.
Yep.
There. It will die. I will target Nelson. Yes, I will target Nelson. Cackling counterpart, you lose 3.
Exact.
Nailed it.
Like a fucking surgeon.
I get another one.
Dead.
Alright, these
Fucking
two.
dead.
This one. Brainstorm.
I'm just waiting for Chris
Can you
to
go back?
force of will something.
I know, right?
Oh shit, that'd be awesome.
This one dies. I'm going to target you, Mr. Schnell.
What?
Saw in half. Destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of that creature.
You get 2
Except
Schnells.
their base power is half that creature's power, and their base toughness is half that creature's toughness. Round up each time. Even after that, I still have one more here. Brainstorm.
All right, I'm going to respond to that.
Respond with the Brainstorm.
Yes.
Okay.
Exile target player's library.
Making a blue mana, I have a green floating. I'm going to brainstorm and pray.
Okay.
Ooh, god damn it, I'm a mana short. Yeah, I drew a Lazotip plating. I would have had hexproof for the rest of the turn. Damn it! Yeah, you got me.
Hidetsugu and Kairi walked away with the game. I was real happy to see that deck pop off. Every time I build a new deck, you know, it's always exciting to see whether or not the deck is going to do its thing. And this one did its thing with flying colors. Schnell was all ready to kill me there. I was down to 3 life. Nelson had 8,000 life. And he had his own copy of Hidetsugu and Kairi. With that on the deck, he revealed his card prematurely, but it was 7 CMC, and that would have taken me out. But because I can respond to the ability after targets are chosen before it actually gets revealed, I was able to respond to him and find my way into a Sublime Epiphany, which countered that triggered ability. And that allowed me just to start cycling through the deck by creating tokens of my commander and casting really big spells, which is exactly what this deck wants to do. There's a lot of instants and a lot of sorceries in this deck and a lot of high mana value cards that I just never see played either by myself or other people. But it's the big mana for the big chunks of life loss and then the big effects, like Choice of Damnations. Wasn't that epic because Nelson only had 6 things, but that's a really big spell. And Repay in Kind was what actually ended up allowing me to win the game on that one turn by reducing everybody's life down to 3. But this deck was a blast to play. I realized that creating all these tokens and all these triggers, it can get grating, I suppose. That's something I need to consider in the future when playing the deck. But it was a brand new deck. It was a deck idea I had. Clone spells and really big spells with powerful effects and see how many times I can get my commander's abilities to trigger. And I was just really happy to see it pop off like on the very first game it played. So, like I said at the beginning, this deck was either going to do its thing or is going to do absolutely nothing because of the high concentration of large CMCs in the deck. But I got to see its potential, and it was just a blast to run.
Contrary to what it might have appeared like, everybody's deck did what they were supposed to do tonight, including mine. Nelson's deck took control of everybody's life totals really, really early on. Schnell went wide with his mirror. Hidetsugu and Kairi were just incredible to watch. But even my deck really did. If Schnell didn't cascade into Ugin, I would have comboed off on my turn. Not going to spoil what that is just yet. Hopefully it gets us some camera time again in the near future. But even after we wheeled, if I had gotten another turn, I had the cards in hand to combo again. But 2 Nexus of Fates saw to my not getting another untap step. All told, this was a really fun game to watch. It was exciting to see everybody's deck actually do what they were intended to do. And that's the type of Magic that I enjoy.
So my Kambal deck did exactly what it was supposed to do. A few of the gentlemen have spoken to that already. So, Schnell brought up a good point, and I think he said this maybe a few times, that I build decks around keywords, specifically whenever. And I really like this deck because it's two of my favorite colors, and it does what I want to do. I really want to play Magic, right? But it's fun when you can make people pay for playing the game along with you. So it's a little bit, it's kind of what Black and White is supposed to do, right? The Orzhov death and taxes kind of deal, right? So obviously Kambal did some big work, because I don't want to say I didn't go against creature heavy decks, because there were plenty of creatures that came out. However, not many of the spells that were cast were creatures, right? And it wasn't like somebody was running Elf Ball or something else, goblins, right, where they're running a lot of cheap creatures that are low to the ground, and that's all they're casting. So I got a lot of use out of him. One of the cards that I really like in this deck, in combination with Kambal, or any of the cards that allow me to force people to lose life, even outside of attacking and combat damage. Mindcrank is great, right? We saw it hit a bunch of important cards to people's decks. In the end, I didn't get the stupid Nexus of Fate before I needed to, so we all got Nexus to death multiple times. But I love Mindcrank in this deck. It's one of my cards that I would consider to be a pet card. I like to use it in certain situations, and it definitely showed its worth today. The two cards that really helped specifically in this deck, so Soul Warden, gaining me a life every time a creature hits the board, especially when people are casting non-token creatures. They are resolving, and Schnell has a Genesis Chamber on the board, so now I'm getting almost like a 2-for-1. And when that's on the board with her friend Suture Priest, who's allowing me to gain life again for my creatures, but each time an opponent has a creature enter the battlefield, I can make them lose a life. And if each non-token creature is accompanied by a token creature counterpart, then that's 2 for the price of 1 again. Suture Priest is a card, I don't know, it might have been reprinted in Mystery Booster. In fact, I think it was, but I don't think it's been printed outside of New Phyrexia other than the Mystery Booster printing. It is an awesome card. I went through my New Phyrexia stuff when I was organizing my collection, I don't know, at this point probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I think I had 4 or 5 copies, and it's a card that I really like to run in white decks, because it's very cheap. It is very fragile at a 1/1, but it can really do work if it sticks around on the board long enough, as referenced, or as witnessed in this game. The other thing I really enjoyed was Voice of the Blessed. I made a comment how, during when I still played Arena, which I haven't touched in I don't know how long at this point, but I liked running this in my mono white gain deck, 4 of, because it just got out of control so fast with things like Lyndon the Steadfast Queen and some of the other ways to gain life in Historic. It was just a house. So put it in this deck, and it's really fun when it gets out and gets to stick around for a while. It got massive. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use it when it was huge. Kind of forgot that Tej had a flyer in his commander when I brought out the Soren Markov and dropped him to 10. Thinking unless he had a removal spell in his hand, I might be able to knock him out there. Totally forgot that his commander had flying. So, misplay on my part. I think I played the deck well tonight. I think it did what it was supposed to do. I don't think it was oppressive like we've seen it be before, maybe with Painful Quandary and some other things. I was sitting on a Crested Sunmare that I was going to drop next turn with all the life I was gaining. I was going to get a whole shitload of horses and then just kind of overwhelm everybody because it gives the other horse tokens indestructible. I also had a No Mercy in my hand that I was thinking about dumping out, and then my life was so padded that I could just take the damage if anybody wanted to attack me. I have a Windborn Muse, which was also in my hand, which would basically be a ghostly prison and tax people for attacking me. And way back when, before we wheeled, I was sitting on a Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood in my hand. And I knew that if I could get them to stick, hoping nobody had bounce effects or other enchantment removal, destruction, whatever, then all it would take would be one way to gain life, and then I could create that loop and knock everybody out. So I thought I had it potentially very early on, and then again later on in the game, but Tej's deck was just way too much to overcome. He hit what he needed to, and then once, the Rite of Replication, when he was able to kick that, get 5 copies of his commander to just keep doing goofy shit, and then hitting all his battlecruiser cards and just draining me with no chance to respond for anybody really, because nobody got turns, because Nexus of Fate was banned for a reason. It got brutal, but it was a really fun game. Tej Tej is like the master 4D chess deck builder, and it was really cool to see how his thought process along this commander was built, put together, and run. It was extremely efficient, and I wish I had that kind of talent and ability in my deck building. So very envious of that. It was fun to play. It was a fun game all around. Really enjoyed it, and look forward to bringing Kambal back to a local Magic game near you soon.
So, ran Urtet as a brand new deck tonight. The deck kind of worked the way I wanted it to. It doesn't really have much of a game-winning engine other than I did put in the 4 stations, and with the artifact lands and everything else, I do have a couple of tutors that if the game goes on long enough and I build up enough defenses like Urtet wants to do with the mirror, that I can just go infinite and shut things down that way. For my MVPs for this game, I have to say Metallic Mimic on turn 2, absolutely great for a tribal deck. I don't like generic tribal accessories as much. Metallic Mimic is one of those that will probably always slot into any tribal deck I build, and I build a lot of tribal decks. So, Genesis Chamber. My thought process on this card was, if I'm giving everyone else 1/1s, who the hell cares when all of mine are going to get way, way bigger? So it doesn't matter that I'm helping them go wide. My deck goes wide and goes tall, but comboing with Nelson's entire aristocrat-y build, that was just fun to watch, and I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't accidentally kill Tej with his own copied commander. That would have been great, but yeah, Phyrexian Metamorph absolutely needs to be mentioned for coming in and copying Hidetsugu and Kira. Is that it? Kyra. I can't read. But then Aethersworn Sphinx, also a wonderful new addition to both this deck and another tribal deck that I have that I might run next game, so we'll see. But please check out our deck lists in the description below. I always link those, and I know everyone else works real hard to make sure that their decks are uploaded by the time the games air. But overall, I hope you guys had fun watching this one. Please like and subscribe.